guys, so today we thought we'd do a little video on the best fishing lures for pre-spawn / spawning bass. We recently went on a little fishing trip with our grandpa at our local lake and a few ponds that we had permission to fish on, looking for bass that were feeding to get ready to go spawn, or kind of what you call an early spawner, which spawns pretty much before all of the other fish spawn. So we are going to give you the lures that we had best luck with, and a few side ones that we would recommend that to use during this time of period that these bass are going through. So we'll tell you all about them and hope this video will be helpful for you.
Okay, so this is a Johnny Slim Fish spoon. As you can see, it's got the trout pattern on it. It worked very well in clear water. It has this little treble hook on it, and I was using it in, like I said, clear water, and I was fishing for pretty much anything that would bite it. And so I would put this on, and as you can see, it's got a little curve in it, and I would pull it up and then let it drop, and then I would jerk up and let it drop. And what that does is it makes it spin, very small spin, and it reflects off the sun, and the fish just think it's a wounded shad, and it works very well. And I caught a bass on this whenever we went on the fishing trip with our grandpa. The next thing is the swim jig. As you can see, it's got the pointy head, not the football jig, and it's got a weed catcher, and it has, I actually put this little soft plastic bait on the back, and whenever you'll reel it, and then you'll jerk, and that tail just goes wheew. I mean, it's just begging for something to bite. Next thing is, as I told y'all before, the crappie crank. Crappie crank never fails. As you can tell, it's got that shad pattern on it with the little black dot and the shiny eyes. It's just one of the best baits. So now my brother is going to take it.
So the first lure I have to tell you is this little rooster tail. It is a 1/16 ounce in weight. It's got this nice spinner. It also, you would think it would just sit in one spot and spin the whole time, but actually it rotates around the body, and on a shiny day it reflects well off the sun. It's got a nice treble hook hidden inside the feathers, and like I said, it's a 1/16 ounce in weight. And all I do is I make it look like an erratic shad. I'll pop it up and reel up my slack, jerk, pop it up, reel my slack, jerk, and reel it down. And when this darts through the water, it displaces some water, and the fish are really attracted to it because they think it's a wounded bait fish. The other thing which I caught 2 fish on is this grasshopper crankbait, which has the orange tint on the belly, the laser red eyes, and 2 very sharp but small treble hooks. I deflected this. I noticed that there was a tree limb falling over in the pond, and I am instantly drawn to it because I knew it held fish. So I grabbed this on, knowing that they would like a little cricket or 2, or grasshopper or 2, and threw it past and bounced it off the tree limb, and I caught 2 by using that technique. Another thing is this bait fish, more bait fish looking crankbait. It's got the blue tint on the top, the yellow on the gill with the sun, the laser red eyes, and this works really good too, burning it through the water, really good. The other thing which I caught a 3.5 pound bass on, which I'll show a picture of later, or right now in the video, is this Strike King XPS Popar. It's got 2 sharp treble hooks. It's got the feather on the back, feather trailer. It's got a real nice curved lip, so whenever you pop it, it makes all those bubbles and displaces that water, which really attracts the fish. Like I said, it's got the green tint and the sparkle on the top. And putting this right right beside the fallen tree limb, or right over the top of a submerged, like a hydrilla or something, would be really awesome, and it's really effective. So that's the 7 baits we had. Look, I'm going to pull this.
Sorry about that.
So now if we pull this tackle box over, we have a couple of lures here that we would also recommend as a side note. We already showed a spoon, but this one is shiny and silver, and as you can see, it's even got the gill plates engraved into it. This is a heavier one, so I'd recommend clear and deeper water, but again, this one would work well. Another thing is frogs, guys, and putting this right over the top of grass, something like that, submerged log, anything that would hold bass would be really effective. I'd do this one for stained water because it's brighter, and I'd do this one for clear water, more natural. Little jerk baits, okay? Little small bait fish like jerk baits. You put this through some hydrilla, it'd be really nice and effective. Grass, anything like that. I would not recommend this bait through any wood because, you know, with it being erratic and stuff, it might get caught. And so, yeah. Another thing would be square bill crankbaits, small square bill crankbaits, okay? This one is the shad colored, and, you know, doing this real quick and bouncing it off a cover would be really effective. Another thing would be crawfish, guys. This one's by Rebel. This one's by XTS Bass Pro. These will be really effective, bouncing them off brush also and getting them down there where they're going to be hiding and protecting their nests. So, guys, that's about it. You have anything else to say?
Actually, I do. Something I've tried, I heard my grandpa tell me a story about this, and I was immediately wanting to try it. And so we went down to our lily pad pond, and it's stocked with frogs. And so I decided to try some frog fishing. And this is just something I kind of do sometimes, even if the fish are biting, but even if they aren't, it makes a really fun thing. So if you take something like this, it kind of depends on how big the frog is. You cast it right in front of it, pop, 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 pop. Sometimes they get used to it, but whenever you have some nice fresh frogs, whoo, it's fun. So just try that next time the fish decide to shut their mouths.
Yeah, that was good. So, guys, hope that was helpful for y'all, and hope y'all have a good week. And so, guys, stay safe and be on time for supper. Also, remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share.